Hi everybody, and welcome to the next video in the lockdown installment. I do these videos mostly for myself, and you'll see how terrible the student is, especially since I have to watch it to do the voiceover with it. If you want to do it along with me, you're going to need a broomstick if you really want to. You can use nothing if you want, and a small towel, a foam roller or a balance block, and just to center yourself and get into the right frame of mind, you're going to take first a couple of deep breaths. So inhale sideways into your back and exhale and connect, relax your shoulders. Inhale sideways into your back and exhale and zip up and connect from your base. And then inhale, bend your knees, and exhale and straighten your legs. Inhale, bend your knees, and exhale and straighten your legs. Inhale, bend, and don't lock your knees as you straighten. Inhale up onto your toes and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Lift your shoulders up as you breathe in and press them down into the middle of your back as you breathe out. Inhale up and exhale down 2. Inhale up and exhale down 3, and then keep your shoulders back and hang your head as you breathe in and lift your face as you breathe out. Inhale, hang your head in shame, and exhale and lift your chin in defiance. Inhale, hang your head, and exhale and lift your face. Turn your hands open, shoot your fingers down, drop your shoulders into your fingertips, and inhale, rise onto your toes. Put your heels down, bend your knees, drop your head and round down and forward. Inhale to nearly straight legs, and exhale, bend your knees and slowly roll back up again. Inhale, stretch your arms out to dead cowboy, rise up onto your toes as you breathe out. Inhale, put your heels down, bend your knees, take a big hug and round down and forward. Relax your head, gently straighten your legs, and exhale and bend your knees, lift your belly button, roll up. Then lift your arms up, push your shoulders down, and exhale to rise onto your toes. Inhale, put your heels down, bend your knees, dive forward, and walk out onto all fours. Make sure your knees are underneath your hips and your hands are underneath your shoulders. Let your lower back go, and lift your face to look at the front edge of your mat. And then exhale, tuck your pelvis, lift your belly button, hollow your chest, round your shoulders, and drop your head. Inhale, stay stretched round. And then exhale, stick out your tail, knit your rib cage down, open your shoulders and lift your face. Exhale and drop your head, hollow your chest and curl your pubic bone to your nose. Stay stretched round, and then stick your head out, open up your shoulders and keep connecting as you let your lower back go. Take a breath in and exhale and lift your belly button and drop your head and curl your tail. Push up on your arms and then stretch the two heavy bones away from each other, your skull and your pelvis, elongating and stretching your spine like a spring. Sit back into your shell stretch to squash your feet. Take note of what it feels like. I think it's been a while since any of us have worn shoes and gone out in public. And then exhale and take a breath and sit right back up onto your feet. You can kneel up as long as your feet are flat, and that's just for a moment. Then everybody comes up as you breathe in, tuck your toes, and sit back onto bent feet. And then lie on your back. To save time in the Zoom classes, we're doing hip releases both at the same time. Be aware of discrepancies in each hip. Try and match them. So don't let one leg flop out more than the other. Before you go anywhere, do a couple of imprint and release. So it's inhale, neutral, and exhale and imprint your spine. Inhale, release to neutral, and exhale and use your front to influence your back. And then bring your feet together, and a long bend away from your body. Inhale and drop your knees open. Exhale, slide to straight, squeezing your inner thighs together. Inhale, turn. And then if your back's giving you problems, you move one leg at a time. Inhale, lower. Exhale, zip up as you slide to straight. Inhale, turn. And exhale and try and ignore your mat as it folds up. Inhale, lower your knees. Exhale and slide to straight. Inhale, turn, and exhale to flex and draw up against the heels. Realize that your mat is sticky and you have to get it back to straight. If you're using a smooth mat, lucky fish. Adjust your hair, which is done for video purposes. And then when you're ready, you're going to use this one to inhale, lift your arms up, and exhale and take your hands overhead. Inhale, bring them back up again, and now work your ribs down towards your hips as you take your hands overhead. Inhale, hands up, and exhale, hands overhead. Inhale, hands up, and exhale, and hands overhead, and sweep around in great big sweeping arm circles. So in lieu of your hugs and wide and your open and close the book, this is the chest and shoulder opener. As you exhale, stretch around and push your ribs down. Inhale up, stretch your arms out, keep your shoulders down, push your ribs down, sweep around as you breathe out. Inhale, lift, and exhale, and then change direction, hands down and around and open. As your hands come down, it's easier to press your ribs down, but when you breathe in, your hands are overhead, so control that breath into your rib cage. And exhale, hands down and around and open. Inhale, lift, and then roll down shoulders, elbows, wrists, and hands back onto the mat. Inhale, draw your chin down. Exhale, open throat. Inhale, nod, and exhale, open throat. Inhale, draw your chin down, relax your shoulders, widen your collarbones, and open your throat. Bring your heels closer to your bum, and exhale and stand on your feet. Imprint and lift your hips up as you breathe out. You're usually working with something between your knees at this point, but if you don't have anything, it's good enough to imagine that it's there and that you're holding it. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, stand on your feet, imprint and lift your hips up. Hold, breathe in. And exhale, and then slowly roll back down again. Inhale, release to neutral. And exhale, and then stand on your feet, imprint, and lift your hips up. Hold it there as you breathe in. And exhale, and then slowly roll down with your feet together. Lift one up into sitting like a man. And then the leg that you're standing on is close to your hips, and you lift your hips up, pressing that foot into the ground. Hold it there as you breathe in. And exhale, and then stretch back down again, one vertebra at a time. Inhale, lift your arms up to 90. Exhale and stand on your foot, imprint and lift your hips up. Hold, breathe in. And exhale and stretch back down again as you breathe out. Slip over to sitting like a lady, squeezing your inner thighs together. Exhale and stand on your foot, imprint and lift your hips up. Inhale, take your hands overhead, and exhale and stretch down and away from your overhead hands. Inhale, lift your arms up, and exhale and stand on your foot. Squeeze your inner thighs together, lift your hips up. Inhale, hands overhead, and exhale and stretch down and away from overhead hands. As your tail hits the ground, lift your arms up, bring them back down next to your sides, and place your other leg up into sitting like a man. And exhale, and then stand on your foot, imprint, lift your hips up as you breathe out. Hold it there as you breathe in, and exhale and stretch back down again. Inhale, release to neutral, lift your arms up to 90 degrees, and exhale and stand on your foot, imprint, lift your hips up. Hold, breathe in, and exhale and stretch back down again. Slip over to sitting like a lady if you want to do the same side as you did on the other. I tend to do more on one side than the other so that I'm increasing flexibility. That squeeze of your inner thighs together is important. And now you're in sitting like a lady as you lift your hips up. Hold, breathe in. Take your hands overhead and roll back down again. Inhale, lift your arms up. And exhale and stand on your foot. Squeeze your inner thighs together, lift your hips up. Inhale, take your hands overhead. And exhale and stretch down and away from overhead arms. Inhale, hands up. And exhale, hands down next to your sides, uncooking your cook sister as you go. Please feel free with yourself to do what feels right. Sometimes it feels good to do one side more than the other and get a little bit more alignment and balance going for yourself. Into ab preps, You're going to inhale, nod your head, exhale, break at the breastbone, hold it there as you breathe in, and exhale and roll back down again. Then inhale, nod, exhale, break at the breastbone, hold, breathe in, and exhale and turn your hands and roll back down again. Inhale and nod your head, exhale, break at the breastbone, come up as you breathe out, try and keep your neutral spine, and exhale and turn your hands and roll back down again. Inhale, nod your head, exhale, break at the breastbone, come up as you breathe out, hold, breathe in, and exhale, turn your hands and roll back down again. Place your hands behind your head, inhale, nod, exhale, come on up, and for your obliques, twist, trying to aim your chest at the opposite knee. Every time you breathe out, there's a twist, center, inhale, exhale, twist, and off you go for 8 or 10 as the mood takes you. Your feet are still on a long bend away from your body so that you've got better access to your lower abdominals. And when you're done, you close your elbows around your eyes and press your head into your hands and your hands into your head and roll back down again. Slide one leg to straight and lift the other leg into tabletop for single leg circles. Inhale, cross the middle line of your body, and exhale and come back. There are 4 circles and you change direction after the 4th one. You may straighten your top leg and move with more of a conservative approach, especially for anybody who's watching the video, and not with any strain. It's not a show-off. You're alone in your house, and you should be on your 3rd single leg circle on the original leg, and there's your last one. Exhale and circle down and around and back, and then change sides. Step down, slide that leg to straight, lift the other one into tabletop, relax your shoulders again, unclench your jaw, inhale, cross, and exhale and circle 1. Inhale, cross the middle line, connect and zip and circle. The idea is that the rest of your body doesn't move, so keep it as steady as you can while you're moving that leg in its hip socket. And exhale and circle, and then change direction. Inhale away and exhale and circle 1. You can do this with your leg in a TheraBand or a towel or a tie so that you're not overworking your hip flexors either. Inhale away and exhale and circle. And there's your 4th one. And exhale and circle. And then slide your legs to long and straight. Bring them together. And here's my attempt at a roll-up. I haven't done a perfect one in 15 years. Who knows, after 21 days in lockdown, everybody can do the prep. You take your hands overhead as you breathe in. Nod your head while your hands are over. And exhale to roll and stop and look down the length of your body. Inhale, stay. And exhale and roll back down again. Inhale, nod, take your hands overhead, and exhale to roll and stop. Hold, breathe in, and exhale and roll back down again. Inhale, take your hands overhead, and exhale and either throw yourself up and fail miserably, or roll onto your side and come up into a seated position on top of something, whether it's your foam roller or a block or a pile of cushions, your ball, a chair without a back. It's entirely up to you, but the idea is to get your most straight up spine as possible. I can sit easily with my legs crossed and get that perfect posture, and then inhale, float up your arms, and exhale to twist. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, center. Exhale and twist. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, center, and exhale, twist. 1, 2, 3. Grow taller as you twist. And exhale, twist. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, center, bend the elbows, you turn into it. 3. Inhale, center, exhale, bend your elbow. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, project your chest. Exhale, twist. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, center, and exhale and twist. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, center, and bring your hands down next to your sides. My Xhosa lady sits are quite good, so I take my legs out long and straight in front of me. It's fun to have a prop to roll, and you take your breath and you stretch forward on your exhale. Inhale, stretch even more forward, and exhale and slowly roll back up again. Inhale, grow tall, and exhale and drop your head, hollow, Pull your belly button back and stretch down to your toes. Hold and exhale and slowly roll back up again. One more time. Inhale, grow tall, and exhale and drop your head and round all the way down and forward. Inhale, stretch forward, and exhale and slowly roll back up again. And then to the saw. Take your feet mat width apart, flex them up. They're not going anywhere. Plant yourself on your hips and inhale, turn over your thigh. Exhale and stretch across to your toes. Inhale up and exhale, connect center. Don't let your legs move as you inhale, turn, and exhale and stretch across. Inhale up and exhale, zip, connect center. Inhale, turn, and exhale and stretch across and down. Inhale up and exhale and connect center. Inhale, turn, and exhale and stretch across and down. Inhale up and exhale to connect back into the center. Inhale, turn, zip up, stretch forward. Inhale up and exhale and connect back into the center. Last one. Inhale, turn, stretch across, keep your shoulders down, and exhale and come back into the middle. Then lower your arms, bring your legs together, and to roll down, which is often much easier than rolling up. Keep stretching your legs out of their hip sockets, connect, breathe yourself down as far as you can, and try not to fall through the flat bits. You don't need any props, so you can take them out of the way, pop them overhead, and then when you exhale, lift one leg, shortly followed by the other into tabletop. And this is single leg stretch, so holding on to either sides of your knees. No, it isn't, it's the 100. Oh, my hat. I don't know how to reverse the voiceover. So just catch up. Here we are in the 100. That's set 3, in 2, 3, 4, out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in 2, 3, 4, out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in 2, 3, 4, out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in 2, 3, 4, out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've just gone halfway, and you can straighten your legs if you want to. You can work with flexing your feet and pointing your toes. There are so many ways to dress up the 100, and most of you know them. And then when you get to the end, you're going to take a deep breath in and exhale and roll down, hugging your knees into your chest. And then make circles with your hips as if you were stirring two big cauldrons. Adjacent circles, I believe, not concentric. And then change direction with your knee circles. These will have to suffice for hip flexor stretches. Bring them in as close to your body as you can and use your breath as much as you can. Right, for your next trick, you're going to need a towel as we stretch out our hamstrings. You can use your circle or your TheraBand, doesn't matter as long as you get one foot up. And then also for time purposes, our stretches are being contracted, so feel free to stretch for longer if you want to. But every time you breathe in, you let your leg go away. Every time you breathe out, you pull it up closer. And you'll feel and find that your flexibility improves through moving while you're stretching. Not just holding the stretch, but actually encouraging those muscles to get a little bit more length to them. And stay strong at the same time, because you're breathing and connecting your core. Everything should kind of stay in the same place and get stronger. And then change sides. Remember to soften your knee, push your heel up and pull your toes back. And it's inhale away, exhale up close. Inhale away and exhale up close. Then cross the middle line of your body, anchor your hips. Stay as solidly as you can against the floor and use that to stretch against. And then bring it over to the outside. And then we're going to do a little bit of rolling, I think. Or is it single leg stretch first? Oh, it's single leg stretch. Okay, so I've done both. This is the one where you just hold onto your knees. And it's a double breath as you stretch the other leg away. So now you're bringing your one knee in and extending the other. And then if you want to add coordination to it, this is your second option. So you're going to take your outside hand to your outside ankle and your inside hand to your inside knee and use your breath. Relax your shoulders, and extend and pull your belly button down as much as possible. That's the sound of the breathing, in case you missed it, and roll down as you breathe out. And now your double leg stretch. So legs in tabletop, hands next to your sides in your 100 position. It's inhale, hands overhead, legs straight. Inhale, hands overhead, legs straight. And exhale and gather them back in again. And then you change the breathing. You breathe in and now you breathe out and extend. Once. Exhale, extend. Keep your trunk on the floor. 3. Use your limbs as weights. 4. And then hug your knees into your chest, roll down. Okay. To spare your back, keep your knees tucked in as much as possible. And here's a little bit of rolling. Don't roll all the way up if it hurts, but you're going to place both feet inside whatever you were using to stretch your hamstrings. And this is a double hamstring stretch. When you breathe in, you let it go. When you breathe out, you pull it up closer to your face. Inhale to your face, exhale, let it go, and then lift your head and let your legs pull your upper body up. So in lieu of rolling like a ball, or open leg rocker, or the seal, or anything like that, here's a nice, safe way to gain momentum and then roll through every vertebra on your spine. I expect that since we were all exercising so hard and doing so well at these things, that we were only going to improve, especially this teacher. Oh my word. Inhale back and exhale forward. Yes, she's good at some things. And then if you're really brave, whip off whatever you were using to keep your legs up and woohoo, and throw it or place it very gently at the end of your mat. And then this is the part where the broomstick comes in. So once again, sitting as up straight as you can on your ball or a block. Find your best spine. Bring your elbows into your waist and present your stick. Inhale, present, and exhale and draw it back. In some parts of the world, they put weights on the end of these sticks, and then they exercise like that. We're not silly. We're going to keep it nice and light with your broomsticks. And then to your forehead. So arms extended, and you bend your elbows, and you softly place the stick against your forehead. And then from there, you're going to take your arms out, turn your hands down, and use the width or the full length of the stick and take it overhead. Keep pressing your shoulders and your ribs down. Use your breath as much as possible. Doesn't have to go behind you, just to beyond your hairline is enough. And then exhale and twist. And grow tall as you project your chest and push your shoulders down. And find that work for your waist. And then stretch from side to side. Inhale up into the center. Exhale over. Inhale up into the center. Exhale, you can pull your bottom arm down. Resist it with your top arm. Inhale and exhale over. Inhale back into the center. And then cross your legs over if you were doing it one way so that you have the other. And then take the stick over onto your back and twist as if you were carrying heavy buckets of milk or water or wandering through a rice paddy. Who knows what the rest of the world is doing now. On your exhale breath, take that twist and keep getting taller. And then take the stick down behind you and then lift it up as you breathe in, and exhale and bring it back down again as you breathe out. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. And then from side to side. Popping the stick up at the end over there and pushing your shoulder down. It's just a good space keeper. Let your face follow your hand as well so that your neck is in the right position. And then put your stick down and come up onto all fours. So push-ups and planks are essential in lockdown, as you've seen in any other prison movie. So here's our version of the plank. You're going to tuck your toes on all fours, and then when you breathe out, lift your knees up and put them back down again. So push the floor away with your arms and your toes and lift your knees up and down on your exhale breath. And exhale up and down. Because they're part of the cool down, it's not too hardcore, but it would be great if we could improve those as well. Maybe beat some world records. Just kidding, not us. We'll leave that to the rest. Right, open up your knees, sit back into a wide-kneed shell stretch. Exhale and drop your forehead to the mat. Take a breath in, and then take a little walk over to one side. Hold it there as you breathe in, and hold it there as you breathe out. Hold it there as you breathe in, and then come back into the middle again. Take a breath, exhale, and take a little walk over to the other side. Hold, breathe in, and hold, breathe out. Hold, breathe in, and come back into the middle again. Stretch forward, lift your belly button up against your lower back. Come up onto all fours, take your toes as wide as your mat, tuck them underneath, and sit back into your Bushman or your Wicket Keeper, whichever suits you best. And then exhale, parallel your feet, drop your head, and slowly roll up as you breathe out. Before we go to flick flacks, there's another use for your broomstick. So if you have one handy and it doesn't still have a broom on the end of it, then roll it underneath your feet. It's a little DIY reflexology for those of us that can't get to our reflexologists and foot massagers and estheticians and beauticians. And then take your place on the mat with a wide stance so that it doesn't feel like you're going to fall over. And here you are for your flick flacks. So breathe in, float your arms up, reach for the stars, bend your knees and brush once. Inhale up and exhale and brush twice. Inhale up and exhale and brush 3 times. And then stop and drop your hands down next to your sides. Thanks for coming to play with me, everybody. It's always lovely. Love seeing you in the Zooms and making YouTube videos.